Good morning, everyone. It's Amy with Mama Bear Blue. Welcome. As you are joining us today, please give us a thumbs up and share the video out. We would appreciate that. Okay, so I pulled out some stuff that we'd had put back from many trips to Goodwill. That may have been a Joann's going out. Is that Hobby Lobby?
I think
it is. It is. Okay. So that was a Hobby Lobby clearance find, and it was a kit to put together a plant stand. If you guys can see that, it's got like the top and then the two bottom pieces that fit together. So Mom's going to be painting this, and I did some bargain shopping at Southport Antique Mall and got this cute tote for like $5.
Wow.
I think it might be a homemade tote, but it's super sturdy. I love it. And you know how I love totes. So we're going to paint this. Today we're using really bold colors. I was inspired by Debbie from Debbie's Design Diaries video this weekend when she talks about dopamine. When you paint in really super bright colors, it's like dopamine.
It does something.
Yeah. So she had Decor, dopamine Decor, but I love that. So that was an inspiration for me to pull out her bright colors of the DIY paint that came out. A year or two ago. So we're going to be using some electrified, which is kind of like a chartreuse, and blood moon, which is a pretty purple pink. And yeah, so I thought we'd do some bold, bright colors, and then pulled out one of my favorite transfers from IOD, not from this new release, but this is Saint Germain. And I think it has some really pretty bright florals that'll go nicely on some of these projects. And yeah, so we will get going on that. First, Mom, I might have you, I've been wanting to get these birds painted up just because I've had them in the booth. They're cute, but for some reason, my birds sell better when they're painted solid white. So these are all thrift finds that I found. And I feel like in the spring, people make little vignettes and decorations where they set the bird out. And sometimes they don't want all the color. I mean, they're okay, right? But I feel like white, they would be good. So we're gonna give it a go.
If you've had good luck with that.
Yeah, I have. So anyway, you want to paint? We're gonna paint white birds, and then while I'm getting started on the tote, and then we'll switch you to the plant stand.
Okay.
I wanted to show you guys real quick. You may already know this, but the IOD clay that we use in the molds is a nice hole filler in wood too. We've done that before. Did you know that?
What?
I think I told you that. We use the clay, the IOD clay, as hole filler in wood.
Oh.
So I want to fill these where it's they've screwed in the screws and they've recessed down into the.
So you can fill them.
Yeah. But you can just take a little bit of the IOD clay and just use it kind of as a hole filler, and it's paintable right away. So that's what I'm going to do on the front of these. And with DIY paint, as you may or may not know, you don't have any prep with it. It can go on any surface. The only time, if it's a super, super slick surface, like a laminate or a glass or ceramic, sometimes if you put a coat of Salvation Solution by DIY paint on it first, it kind of gives a nice priming layer. But that's only if it's like a really slick surface. Otherwise, cleaning it's all you need to do. All right.
This might take 2 coats.
Yeah. Oh no, I expect it to. You're using white over some color, so totally expect that to happen.
And there are a lot of little nooks and crannies.
Yeah, there is, and that's you're doing it exactly right. Kind of just like punching it in there. Yep. Almost got these holes filled, and then we'll get started on a coat of paint. I just need to decide what color. I think I'm on this one. I think I'm going with that blood moon.
I like
that purpley magenta color. I'm just pushing that in the holes, just like wood filler, and then making sure it's level. You always want to keep your IOD clay stored with, I try to use a damp piece of paper towel or something in with it, wrap it, and then put it into a sealed bag, because if there's any air holes at all over time, your clay will dry out. All right. So let's get moving on getting this painted so we can at least get some of this beautiful Saint Germain transfer on here. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry on its own just a little bit. I don't want to rush it too much. I'm trying to put the transfer on there because, actually, no, you know, I just got an idea. I think because we are using Saint Germain on this tote that's Blood Moon and in DIY paint, but I think I might put a little background on with a stencil,
yes.
and then still use the transfer over that. So these are the JRV stencils, and they're super cute. That might be cool.
Almost, yeah.
This one,
just the right
I
size.
do not know what this one is. I
Uh-oh.
don't know, but it's cool.
Uh-oh.
It's just a border. We have so many stencils, and there's a lot. If you guys go to my sales section on the website, you'll see a lot of them have been clearanced out. Feel free to look through the stencils and on the website and see what one you might like to use as a background if you're doing a project like this. So I think what I might do, instead of just using white on this, I think I'll take some Blood Moon and mix in a little white so that it's just...
Make your own.
Yeah. And I'm going to mix in some white and make this just slightly a different color. So it's just really subtle background for that. Yeah, that might be fun. So to do that, I'm going to take some of the white on this plate and a little bit of the Blood Moon. Mix it up till it's what I want to use. I've been into mixing lately.
I noticed that you're making your own colors. I like that.
Oh, this is pretty. It turned into a really pretty, like,
Lavender.
Grapey looking grape ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, lilac. That's it. It's lilac. I like it. Let's see, is that too? Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So it'll definitely stand out, but not as. We want to really offload your brush. Once you've pounced in there, you want to offload a bunch because you want a fairly dry brush when you are stenciling. Okay. I'm going to stand up and get a little better picture of what's going on here. I'm going to set this down a minute. Move this over. And they have little guided lines on here too, little cross symbols at the corner of each, so you can line them up and you know that you're good. All right. So you don't want to shift. You want one hand to hold your stencil, making sure you have a fairly dry brush, and then you can do this or you can do this, whatever you guys want to do. Some people aren't comfortable doing this because of it getting underneath the edges, but I'm going to try it.
Okay, little bird, scoot over.
You know, once you get a first coat on them, if you want to set them aside to dry.
Okay.
Mom's just prepping those because I think when we come back live next time, we're going to be making some spring decor, like with cloches and
like
nests
tables
and eggs. Yeah, so we can make maybe try to make a complete, like, you know,
yeah,
little thing for a tabletop.
Yeah.
These stencil brushes are nice. They're from JRV as well.
That is going to be so pretty.
Yeah, I have to peek. I'm not going to move this hand by. I'm going to peek.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Have you been in there?
Pretty. I have not been in there in a while. Nope.
I didn't know if they're winter or...
Not since, I think you were with me the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that, guys. So far, I'm going to dry that, and then we'll get some of the flowers from Saint Germain transferred on there. Okay. So I'm going to let this dry on its own just a few more minutes while I get a first coat on my plant stand, because I have one too.
Oh, really?
When I was taking it out of the package yesterday, the legs fell and broke.
Oh.
The stand part, but I can glue it with some E6000. But so I'm only going to paint
what
the
I'm
top.
going to say is, I think I have one of these.
Oh, did you get one too?
I haven't painted yet.
So I'm just going to do the top.
But finding it might be a treat.
Finding where that
it is, yeah.
Yeah,
because I'm starting to get stuff to put out in the she shed.
Yeah, Mom has a she shed. It's really cool.
But
for planting.
Planting, I'm gonna put craft stuff out there.
Yeah, that'll be cool. See, I dropped this and it broke there. Aww. But I'm gonna get a clamp, or maybe I'll have Logan do it or something. Glue it, clamp it.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine. But I still want to get the top painted.
Right.
And I'm gonna use this pretty Walk on Water green blue. A little bit of a clay. So it is clay-based paint. So sometimes when you open it, it has, especially if it has been sitting for a little bit, this one probably has, the clay, some of the clay will actually be up at the top. But I just peel that off, and you could probably put that in water and reconstitute it, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you mean your color?
Yeah, the top. Sometimes you have that little clay layer.
Do you have an empty jar you could put it in?
I probably could put it in one of these eventually.
Yeah.
I will. Isn't that a pretty color, though? Look at that.
Yeah.
And this is just made out of bamboo. And I don't know, it probably has some kind of finish on it, so I don't know that it's going to absorb like the raw wood. But I'm sure it's going to take more than one coat. You guys are just joining us. We're just doing some thrift flips from Goodwill and Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to move this over to you, Mom, because you'll need this next.
Okay.
It might need a little stir. I don't know how long it's been since this has been opened. In fact, let me go ahead and just open it for you and check it. Maybe just a little bit with the popsicle stick when you're ready.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to flip this. I'm going to end up with blue everywhere. So, all right. Let's see what's going on with this and see if it's ready to take the transfer or not. I'm rushing it, but I'm going to go ahead and just try a little piece of something in the corner like we do and see.
Because you can never stand it.
See if it'll work. If it's not ready, I'll wait. But if you have the time to wait, you probably should wait if you're doing this. I really want to soften this up a little bit. Soften the background to be more subtle with some sandpaper. I'll go do that. Okay. I'm gonna go super light because if I sand this too hard, it's gonna make the purple over here, the lighter color here, bleed into that. I just feel like it needs to be a little more faded. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives it a little bit of a distressed look on this stencil. So I'm going real light. And then I will brush off the crumbs.
I didn't get that.
That's okay. We'll get it on second pass. At least I got to start. Right? Oh, you're snipping that.
Yeah.
And then you can get going on your plant stand in flirtatious. So I'm just roughing it up a little bit, and then I'm going to use a dry soft rag to get the crumbs off, because you cannot put a transfer on something that has a lot of, it won't adhere. So let's get, Mom, can you just give me one of the maybe clean t-shirt pieces back behind you?
I don't like.
I like this because this looks distressing in the background. It's better. Okay. So I'm going to test a little piece of transfer. Okay. So I'm looking through the Saint Germain transfer to see what we can get on here that'll look really cute. That will look cute. Look at that. Because the Saint Germain has, it's funny, a lot of the colors that are in this are some of the ones a lot of them that we have been using.
Yeah.
Let's just try. Is it thick? You need a bigger stick than that, don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you get one of the, I don't know if I have any of the chopsticks left. Yeah, see the chopsticks? Oh, they're in the paper still. Get a chopstick and try it. So I'm just going to try a little piece and make sure that I don't need to wait on this. A lot of people like to seal their paint with like either liquid patina from DIY or Big Top first and let it dry a day. You can do that. It used to be the thing where you never wanted to put your transfer straight on the paint without a sealer, but I have done it pretty easily in the past. It doesn't work every time. That's why I'm trying it right now to see if we can see if it's ready. I'm going to put this on the side because the stencil only, it left about ½ an inch open on each side, which is fine because I was planned on filling it with flowers anyway. Yeah. All right. Let's see if it went on. I think it's working.
Is this still too thick or?
No.
Okay.
I really love it too. Like I was saying earlier, I watched Debbie's video this weekend about dopamine decor and bright colors, and I'm like, yeah, we need to do some of that.
Happy, like happy.
It is happy. It's we definitely need it this time of the year.
Really. No sun.
See, look how cute that looks on.
Oh wow.
Doesn't that look cute?
Yes.
All right, so I'll show you guys, but let me try to see if I can get. I'm just going to use a tissue since we're out of cut t-shirts.
What happened?
I don't know, because Dad's big bin of t-shirts is right there, isn't it? It's somewhere around here. We need to just cut some.
Is that it?
No, that's some. It might be in there. We'll find them. It's a whole.
Well, if you give them to me, I'll take them home and
cut them up.
Yeah.
This is.
Or give me some.
Okay, this is just the start, guys. But on the edge there, you can see dotted in the flowers, and they went on just fine. So. I burnished it a little bit, and then when I'm completely done, we'll seal this either with clear wax or Big Top. Let me get another pretty. This one has some purple in it that I wanted to use. I use totes for everything besides selling them. I have them all over, and I use them as displays in my booth. And
you know the one little tote I had that we did in salt wash?
Yes.
Can you sand that off if I wanted to paint it like a bright color?
Yeah, we can sand it down a little bit and paint it. And then
I don't care if it looks.
You don't want to transfer on it. You just want it repainted. Yeah. No, it'll just look like it's got some texture.
Okay.
This is going on nicely, knock on wood.
You want me to try to dry this?
Yes, that would be good.
need to touch up the sides.
Yeah.
But I'll do it after you.
Right. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm not completely done. I want to put a few small flowers in, but
Yeah, that looks good.
and then when I'm completely done, it will all be painted in this purple.
Yeah.
But I think that's really cute. It'll probably sell fast, right?
Yeah. Are you gonna sell it? Really? You probably won't.
Your famous words.
You could put your flowers in there.
I could put some mason jars in there and put my cut flowers in it.
And put you know, not for sale, but just display it.
NFS.
NFS.
Too big. I don't know why the clock is in here. I didn't mean to grab the clock.
Do you want me to try to put a coat on
No,
these?
it's perfect. Look at that.
Oh my
gosh.
funny?
That was a clock stencil I had.
I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I mean, just for fun. We could
right, you could always whatever.
I mean, we could put that on there and then make it really faded into the background and still do like some flowers in it. I think that'd be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Clock?
Do you want me to try to put a coat of paint on this? Or wait?
Oh, yeah, you can. I mean,
well,
while I'm doing this, you can do that.
Well, but you want them to be the same color or not the same color?
Is that mine? This is yours. This needs to be flirtatious. Go ahead and start putting a coat on that.
Right.
I'm trying to decide. I'm going to stencil this clock, but I want to. Do I want what color I want? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe you should make it the blue.
Well, or just do I do
white?
Subtle? Do I mix in this? Well, let's just mix because it's fun these days.
Right. You never
I'm
know.
going to use your brush for just a second and dip some pink out and see what happens when I mix it with what I've got going on here already. We'll give it a try. I don't know. It's just mixed with the lilac that I mixed up from the other one.
Well, you're going to need more than that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it back there to, because I like to use up all of my paint. I'm going to use your brush again. Sorry.
All right.
I think that will probably be enough. Let's see what it looks like.
But it's funny how it just did.
I know. I think it'll be cute, like a little mixed media thing. Oh, I don't want to put that there. Okay. So let me offload. So it's a little bit purple, a little bit pink. Okay. This looks like we're good. What's that look like? It's a little purpley. I don't know, Mom. I need a little more pink. All right, let's try that. You can go ahead with your brush. I just wanted to get a little more pink than purple. That's better. All right, let's give this a shot. That's better. Way more subtle. Real subtle.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think I will dry that and do what I did with the sandpaper. So we'll barely see it. I don't know with the light if you guys can barely see. Okay. The DIY paint dries pretty quickly, which is good. Let me just rough this up a little bit. All right, let me see if I can get one of those roses on there and then we'll be good to go. Yeah.
You blew that over here.
That happens a lot. So the page I was looking at, that was this with these pretty roses here. So let's do that, and then we'll, hopefully it'll take okay. I guess I should try a small part because if for some reason it's not going on, then we'll get this sealed up with some. If I have, well, if this little piece is not going on, then I'm gonna seal it. It's kind of my little test piece when I feel like I'm rushing things.
Okay.
But one thing, one other tip is if you do have very, very fresh paint like this and you're putting the transfer on like I am fairly quickly, don't press super hard. You don't need to. If you do, you run the risk of pulling that paint up with the transfer, and it's hard to go back from that. So just go real gently with this rubbing stick and take your time. Or just wait till the next day.
Or just hold on. Wait, this your white is a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm really bad about wiping the rim off every time I take the lid off.
Well,
something you should do though.
Is that my job?
No.
Well, I'm not always here.
It's not your job.
Well, it could be.
Cleaning my paint can lids?
Yes.
Rims? Nah. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
I don't?
No.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha. I'm just going to stop at this little one, guys. And we're going to really get a lot more on here eventually. And I will post pictures along with the tote, but you get the idea. I think you can see maybe how subtle that is. The glare is bad on the screen of my phone, but this will be really, really cute. May leave the center open for like the candle or whatever we'll put in there.
Yeah.
I love it. Spring.
Awesome.
Happy. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us today. If you're watching the replay, be sure to let me know. If you want to try any of these projects yourself, you can check out the links that Eric dropped. And hope you'll all have a good week. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.